Yo, what is up, guys? It's Full Vibes here, back with another video. First of all, I want to say sorry for not posting on Thursday. I was at a friend's house, so it was really hard to be able to post. But we're back now with the same schedule. But today I'm going to be talking about the Marvel Avengers game Wartable event, which happened last Wednesday. And honestly, I'm super hyped for the game. It brought a lot of people's hopes up. Like, a lot of people that were not hyped for this game are now super hyped. I was super hyped, and now I'm even more hyped. And a lot of people just cannot wait for this game to come out. If you guys didn't know, it's coming out September 4th. But I don't want to keep talking, so make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and let's get started with the video.
End with me.
This just got a whole lot weirder.
So in the Wartable event, they showed us many things, including trailers, gameplay, cosmetics, the two main villains pretty much, co-op and war zones, which a lot of people have been wanting since they've only showed gameplay of the A-Day trailer, and people have been getting sick of it. A lot of people have been asking for this war zones and co-op because they want to see how it works, because the majority of the gameplay is going to be online, so they want to be able to know that it's going to be fun and it's going to last a while, because nobody wants to pay $60 or even more on a game that isn't going to last for a long time. But I'm going to break down all that. It's going to be my thoughts, a breakdown of the Wartable event. So sit tight, guys, and watch the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. So let's talk about the villains first. So we all know that AIM is the main, it's an organization pretty much which takes Inhumans, and they say that they're going to help cure the Inhumans and protect people from them, but instead they just kidnap them pretty much and experiment on them, which is not good at all. And they send a bunch of these robots throughout the city and everything, and throughout the world to protect the people from these Inhumans. There's also a new thing that they showed. So this has a lot of people have been leaking about this and giving thoughts that this might happen, but it's now been confirmed that MODOK is pretty much behind it all. So if you guys don't know who MODOK, he's pretty much, I'm putting a picture of him right now. He's pretty much a dude with a big brain, and he has like a little band around him with a little gem. He used to be a normal human, but he goes in this chair or whatever. He's super smart pretty much, and he's behind all of this because he hates superheroes, he hates these Avengers, he hates people with superpowers, and it's kind of ironic because he ends up having superpowers from this chair and everything. But yeah, and so now he has superpowers. So it's really cool to see that he's in, because he's not really appreciated. He's known very well throughout the comics. He's actually a very old villain, but nobody really knows about him because he's never been in the MCU at all. And a lot of people that know about the Marvel characters in Marvel in general have watched some of the MCU movies and all that kind of stuff. Something that I also really like is that they really know these devs. They're fans of the of Marvel, the comics and everything. Like when they were showing us cosmetics, and when they're showing us these villains, they were telling us the exact comic book that they were featured in or revealed, the exact number, everything like that, which just shows that they're huge fans of the Marvel franchise, which is honestly amazing, because nobody wants these devs that don't know nothing about the game and just want quick cash grabs, and this shows that the devs really care about the game. So trailer wise and gameplay wise, so they showed us a mission called Once an Avenger, something like that, and it was pretty much all Thor gameplay, and it was they were breaking these huge robots, and then this whole big ship that got destroyed, and Thor saved it pretty much. But it's not really the story that I care about. I think a lot of people didn't really care about too much about the story. They wanted to see the gameplay, how it's gonna flow, and Thor flows so well, at least in my opinion. I think the hammer noises, and a lot of people agree with this, they could be a little bit louder because it's a freaking hammer, like Mjolnir. It's Mjolnir, like it needs to be loud, so it could be a little louder, but that's something else that they could work on. They could easily just change. That's not a big deal. But Thor, he wasn't wearing his iconic outfit. He was actually wearing this just like normal t-shirt and jeans, which is honestly really cool to see that he's wearing something else, and that this was not really shown at all in the movies. It was only shown in the comics, which again shows that the devs really care about this game and really they're actually fans of the Marvel franchise, because I didn't even know about that he actually wore this until I watched the trailer. But the gameplay wise, you could see combos, you could see all these new attacks that we didn't see in the previous trailer. We saw all these different enemies which we didn't see before. Like before, we saw the Taskmaster, and we saw these these guys with guns, but we didn't see really robots. Now we're seeing robots. We're seeing these huge robots, which we saw Hank Pym actually shrink one of those. But there's many of them in this gameplay, and a lot of people like this. Obviously, we didn't see almost any gameplay from Captain America. We saw a little bit from Hulk, Iron Man, Black Widow. We saw a little bit from Kamala Khan, and we saw a lot from Thor, but we saw almost no gameplay from Captain America. Probably because they're trying to keep him hidden, because a lot of people still think he's dead, and he obviously, I'm telling you guys this, he's not dead. He definitely escaped that shit, because if he was dead right off the bat, he could not have his own missions. He could not progress, you would not be able to progress him further in the game. That just doesn't make sense that he would die right off the bat. In the first in the first mission, that makes no sense. He obviously escaped. Whether he comes back immediately or a couple years later, we don't know, but he's not dead, that's for sure. At least not right away. He might die in the future, but at least right now he's not dead. There's no possible way. But they're definitely not showing the gameplay just to keep it under, so people don't really know about it. But that's pretty much it when it comes to that mission. Another thing is the combat. So they showed us a lot of different characters using different abilities, like their heroic ability, their ultimate, their support, all that kind of stuff. Like Hulk's ultimate ability is his huge thunderclap, which is really cool. But the thing that a lot of people didn't know about this is a lot of people thought, first of all, they obviously thought this was going to be just a cash grab, but they don't know how much depth this game has. This game has so much depth. It's just it's so crazy of how deep this game is. They showed us all this gear you can unlock, all the different customization, perks, all that kind of stuff. They really emphasized the point on how their Iron Man could be different. For example, my Iron Man could be different from yours. My Hulk could be different from yours. It's not going to be the same unless you use the exact same thing, because there's different abilities that you unlock, because each character has multiple skill trees for certain range attacks, close attacks, all that kind of stuff. And that shows, because if you like to play Thor more passive, more ranged, you want to be able to fly and throw stuff, not really go up to hand, you're going to use different abilities, different perks, different gear that support that buff that, But if you're more of a Thor that likes to go up close, you're going to be using different abilities with different gear, with different perks that obviously help that, support that play style. So every Thor is going to play differently, Same thing with Hulk and Captain America and Black Widow, all these other characters, they're all going to play differently, Now, obviously, with new characters that they obviously they confirmed coming to the game later, I'm guessing Ant-Man, Black Widow, Ant-Man, Black Panther, Hawkeye, all those kind of heroes, they're obviously going to have even skill trees and gear for them, and different playstyles for them, and different cosmetics for them, and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be completely amazing, because a lot of people are getting mad. They're like, wow, there's only 6 heroes, but you guys got to know, each one of these heroes has complete depth. It's going to take hours just for you to max out that character and that gear and their own hero missions and their story. It's going to take hours for that. And they're going to still be adding more. A lot of people say quality over quantity, and I agree with that, just because of the fact that, I'd rather have 6 heroes that have really in-depth customization and storylines than 12 heroes that have been barely worked on at all, just to get that out of there, just to have more numbers, So, and honestly, they're still going to be adding more. I would not be surprised that by a couple years down the line, they're still going to be updating this game, and we might have 12, maybe even 15, maybe even 20 heroes, however far they want to go down this game. And I'm probably guessing that they're probably going to have a second version of this game, which is just going to have the same characters that they updated throughout the game, plus a different, a different main villain, and even more characters down the line, which is honestly amazing. Now, I wouldn't be surprised for villain-wise. We already have MODOK, we already have AIM. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Ultron. We already saw Taskmaster too. It'd be really cool if we could see other side villains, we had Taskmaster. We can have Ultron. I don't know if he would be necessarily a side villain. I don't know. Spider-Man, I think there's a possibility that he's going to be in this game, just because that Miles Morales is now going to be the Spider-Man. The next one, that gives Peter Parker kind of the opportunity to work with the Avengers while Miles Morales is protecting the city, which would be honestly really cool to see him in the game, because we already know that Insomniac has added over 50 customization options. So right there off the bat, they have 50 skins just for Spider-Man. Plus, they're going to be saying they're going to get skins from the comics, from the MCU, and they're going to make up some of their own skins too, which is honestly really cool. Skin-wise, they said you could obtain them from completing missions, hero missions, all that kind of stuff, quests, all that stuff. Also by completing certain challenges, and you can also get them from the shop. Now, a lot of people are like, oh gosh, I see. First of all, this is only customization. That's the only thing you could pay for this game. In this game is customization. It's not even loot crates. It's gonna be a shop, which is gonna tell you the skin that you will get 100% if you buy it. And I also think that since this game is actually gonna be paid, probably $60, definitely $60, you also have another currency, like the free currency that you get from playing missions and all that kind of stuff, to also buy the skin in the shop. For example, Battlefront 2, Rainbow Six Siege, you can pay real money to get the skins or to get the operators, right? But you can also get the currency that you get in the game, renowned for Rainbow and credits for Battlefront 2, to also get the skins. So I think that even if you grind, you can still get all these skins that you want for free, pretty much, even the ones in the shop. Now, obviously, there's some exclusive ones, like there might be a bundle which you can only get with money. Also, we've seen already the pre-order skins, which you can only get if you pre-order it. So once the game comes out, it's too late to get it. I don't know if they're gonna have I don't know if they're gonna allow you to buy accounts or something like that. I don't know. There's obviously gonna have crossplay just because of the fact that that PS5 is coming out soon, and they're gonna support like keyboard and mouse and all that. It would be a shame for them not to have crossplay. Now for the consoles, they're gonna have it on the PS4/PS5, the Xbox One/Xbox Series X, and the PC. But so far for Nintendo Switch, there has been nothing. Just because Nintendo Switch is more of a lower, like, obviously it's an amazing console. I love it, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to run it and just the way it plays. I don't know if it's gonna be good on Nintendo Switch. I don't think they completely closed the idea of adding on Nintendo Switch. It was just that they would have to like kind of lower everything to the Nintendo Switch standard, all that kind of stuff. But don't get your hopes down. And honestly, if you guys really want the game, once the PS5 comes out, you can get the PS4, the Xbox One, or whatever, because they're gonna be mad cheap. Like right now, I think they're around $100. Like right now, and they haven't even came out. Like imagine a couple months down the line, once the PS5 comes out, the PS4 is gonna be mad cheap, less than $100, and you might be able to get even a new one for $100, which will last you a couple of years if you really don't want to get the new consoles. Obviously, I'm between the PS5 and the PC, but that doesn't really matter. But you guys can still get this game. It's honestly, I think it's worth it. I don't know about pre-ordering it. I'm gonna wait till it really comes out just to see. But a lot of people are hyped for this game. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, which a lot of people have also been wondering about and really curious about, is the war zones and co-ops. So co-op missions is just when you play normal storyline missions with your friends, and then war zone missions are other missions that are related to the story, but you can play up to 4 people. So first of all, you can queue up to 4 people. If you have 3 people, you're going to be playing with an AI. You can switch your characters. Like before, there will be like a loading lobby kind of thing, and you can switch your characters and customize them before you get into the battle. But I think that once you get into the main mission, you can't really switch your characters, because I think that would be a little bit too overpowered. Because like if you're in this mission, it's really hard for Thor to get through. You could just switch to Iron Man. Like, I don't think that would work out. I don't think you'd be able to do that. But you can customize it and, really show off your skins and emotes, which is really cool. There's also this thing which like a lot of people have been wondering about and really wanted, and they have it. It's these team finishers, or team combos, and it's pretty much where 2 players, or I don't know if they have more, but so far, from we've seen, it's only been 2, but we could have 3 or even 4. It's been where, for example, I'm just going to refer to 2 people, but it's where 2 different heroes, they work together, and they do a little combo or a finisher to finish off an enemy, and it just finishes them off quicker. It looks really cool, and it just does more damage, so that's really cool. So knowing other heroes, like not just playing with one, knowing other and how to work with your teammates is really good. And how they've even stated before, once you guys get to the higher levels, you really want to be able to communicate with your team and work together, because it's going to be harder. You can't solo everything and all that kind of stuff. So you want to be able to know how well, you want to be able to know, say, for example, if you're playing as Thor, you want to be able to know that you can work well with Hulk. You want to be able to know how to work well with Hulk, or how to work well with Captain America or Iron Man, all that kind of stuff, because it's like, for example, probably by the end of this year, they're going to add at least another DLC. So we're going to have probably 7, maybe even 8 characters. And there's 8 different characters with in-depth customization and storylines and combat and feel. So you want to know how they work together, because if you don't, that defeats the point, because when you get to the higher levels, it's going to be hard. But this game, honestly, it's honestly so amazing. I'm really hyped for it. They showed so much, and I think they're going to show more. A lot of people are curious about the beta, because the beta should be coming out soon, because the game's coming out September 4th, and so far it's still coming out September 4th. Has not been delayed. I really hope it hasn't. This game is pretty much a Destiny feel. They have like the mission levels and all that stuff, like what power level you should be necessarily to play the game. But I'm super hyped, and that's it for this video, guys. So if you guys could smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on post notifications, that'd be that would be amazing and very much appreciated. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.